Hi guys, welcome back to Gadget Game 2017 and as you can see in front of me we've got another Nintendo related video, and today I'm going to be unboxing the new Nintendo 3DS XL Super Nintendo Edition. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and that could put you in with a chance of winning this SNES Mini, which you can check out all the details for in my other video. All you have to do is simply subscribe, so make sure you hit that button, and if you like this video, do give us a thumbs up and give us a like. But as you can see, that's not what today's video is about. It is about this, staying in that retro theme of the SNES. I've had this for about a week now. I've been waiting to unbox this, so I'm quite looking forward to this. It's my first Nintendo handheld in a very long time. I think my last one was probably the Game Boy Advance, so there's lots of games I'm looking forward to playing on this. But as you can see from the box, again, Nintendo have done a great sort of retro theme to the styling on it. You've got the classic Super Nintendo logo, and then you've got the mouthful of the name of the new Nintendo 3DS XL at the top there. As you can see, it is your standard new Nintendo 3DS XL, but with the SNES design on it. So obviously retro is the big thing with Nintendo at the moment. They're not missing with all of the stuff they're doing, so I'm sure they're going to keep churning them out. I'm sure we've got the N64 Classic coming out next year if this trend is anything to go by. But as you can see, there's nothing different from it from any of the other Nintendos. It is purely this design, and as you can see on the front of the box, it has got the NES coloured control buttons there. You've got your age rating at the bottom, and sort of the common theme with Nintendo now is that the AC adapter is not included at all. So they're assuming, obviously, that you may have already owned a Nintendo handheld, so you're going to have the charger already. Unfortunately, I don't, so I'm going to have to pick one up for this. But yeah, that's sort of, it does seem to be their practice. I'm not really sure of the mentality behind it. I can only assume it's a region thing, rather than having to provide regional plugs for every different region. But this is a European only release, obviously because the Americas did get a different version, and I believe Japan had a different version as well. So a quick look around the box. On the top, obviously you've got the Nintendo logo there, and pretty much all of the logos. You've got their seal of quality on the side, the compatibility, obviously the countries I'm guessing it's being released in, and documentation is only in English. Not a lot on the bottom. Serial number, a front view of the console on the side. Then on the back you've got sort of a nice flat out view of the console inside and out, and obviously what's included in the box listed on the back there. Just giving you, it's a very minimal breakdown there. The console, obviously, with the Super Nintendo Entertainment System styling, the new Nintendo 3DS XL stylus, 4GB memory card, which I believe is already sort of locked in inside the case, AR cards, and an operations manual. And it does say that it's already inserted into the console inside. And then obviously the warning about the 3D there. I do recommend that it's only for children above 6, because anything under that, the eyes are still developing. The 3D on these can affect that. But obviously this new 3DS XL has their super stable 3D on it. So, it would be interesting to see how that works. So let's get this open. So we've got all of our documentation here. So these are the AR cards. Obviously do something interactive with the console and the 3D cameras. The customer support number and the operations manual. Pretty standard stuff. So nothing too exciting in there. that's it. That is all. We've obviously got the console, but not a lot else. And there it is. So as you can see, you've got the power, the reset, the eject button all printed on the top there, the power light, the new Super Nintendo logo. You've got the 3D cameras here, and obviously this is the lid, so let's just take a quick look around. You've got the charging port, I'm guessing that's some kind of IR blaster. You've got your ZL, your ZR, your L and your R buttons, which I believe these two are new, I'm not sure, but there we go. On the back, which way up shall I hold that? You've obviously got what would be the cartridge slot printed on there. You've got the 4-colour button logo, and then you've got the detail of the console, which they've cleverly sort of kept all within inside the cartridge slot there. You've got the serial number, obviously the game card slot, headphone jack, and that's the stylus in there. Now I'm surprised you don't get a spare stylus. I thought that Nintendo used to provide a spare stylus with their DS. I'm guessing that was the first one that had the stylus. I think they used to provide a spare with it. But there is only one stylus in here. And that's it for the sort of the look at the outside of the console. Let's open it up there. Got a bit more packing, protect the screens. And you've got a very nice hinge there that locks. It locks into two places and then completely flat. I'll just put it at the angle just so you've got the better view there. As you can see, we've got the NES coloured buttons on the side, and I'll just pull in my SNES Mini control pad, which I've got here, to this one. As you can see, you know, they've really paired up the buttons there. Just show that print, match it in with that styling. But then other than that, as you can see, the inside of the console is just flat grey. You know, there's nothing else to it that would say SNES. You know, there's no logos. It is just these buttons here, which are pretty tactile. They're quite nice, but would have been nice to have some kind of branding on here, just to sort of, even if it had been like the retro Mario print, something like that to just sort of tie it in. Obviously you've got this really cool floating D-pad, your directional pad, your standard cross one there, home button, your microphone just down here, start select, and then this, which is I believe the new part of the 3DS console, and there's a little indentation there in the hinge, which I don't know if you can see that there. So obviously when you rest your thumb on this directional nub, you know, my fingers actually fit perfectly in that indentation there. What's weird is that doesn't feel like it does anything. It doesn't depress, it doesn't rotate, you know, it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. But I'm guessing it's like a mouse nub that you get on some laptops, that does sense what your thumb is pressing on it. And then you can see we've got the 3D slider here to control the severity of the 3D, and obviously if you slide it all the way down, it does just nicely, it sort of clicks into place when you switch it off, and then you've got, you know, the slider to completely control how drastic you want that 3D effect to be. And then on the opposing side you've got your volume control slider. And again, they do, it's not massive, but there is a slight sort of almost like a notch that clicks in when you get to that off position, which is quite nice. And then you've got your camera at the top here, and I'm not sure whether it's just the camera alone or if it's this little black, it doesn't look like there's anything in it. It does just look like it's a black painted on sort of dot, but I believe that is what helps to control the what they call the super stable 3D, and that is meant to sort of prevent it from freaking out. If you're looking directly at it, it tracks your eyes, so it can angle the 3D at wherever your eyes are, whatever angle your eyes are looking at it from. So that's it. So if we just lay this flat so you can just see the full 3DS effect. Then as you can see, that is the console laid out, and I have got my SNES Mini here just to compare. So you can see it is bigger than the SNES Mini, but the effect, you know, it's pretty good. It doesn't feel as nostalgic as the SNES Mini. It feels quite plain, quite bland. But, you know, if I'm quite pleased with it. You know, it's not a garish look to it. You know, it pays tribute to what's come before it, but that looks huge in comparison to the SNES Mini. And I guess that's in the name really, the XL and the Mini, obviously living up to their names side by side. But as you can see, they've done a pretty good job of sort of replicating the look of that on the lid of the console now. Excuse me. So that's it. That's the console. I mean, my games haven't arrived yet. I have ordered Super Mario Land 3D, which I'm quite looking forward to playing, because that has just come out in the budget line, which Nintendo have just released for the 3DS, and I believe the Wii. Is it the Wii? It might be the Wii U. They've got the budget line in now, so you know you can get some of these 3D games pretty cheap compared to what they were, you know, just a few weeks ago. And I believe Luigi's Mansion 2 is one of the games that's been brought out in that range as well. So that's it. I hope you guys have liked this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as I said at the start of the video, you know, do subscribe and you'll be straight in with the chance of winning one of these for yourself. So that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon.